FIBA EuroBasket qualifiers, a Group F matchup between our host Greece and the visitors Great Britain. Well, a rematch from 3 nights ago in which Greece had a surmountable lead in the second quarter, but then Great Britain just went on a whole new level and an epic comeback at the Copper Box in East London, in which they picked up their second victory here in the 2025 FIBA EuroBasket qualifiers. Well, hello everybody, just to give you a big update, the other two teams in this group have finished their game, and indeed, what an exciting finish it has been so far today here in Group F. Well, as you can see, the Netherlands picking up an ever so important victory against Czechia at home. That means that the final window of this FIBA EuroBasket qualifiers here in Group F is going to go right down to the wire. Well, you can see the other results. Czechia winning at home emphatically, but falling on the road to the Netherlands. And tonight, Great Britain will get their chance to go up again against Greece. Well, Greece, of course, haven't taken that defeat too kindly, making some changes into the roster. And there you can see the standings. Czechia 2-2. So whoever wins tonight will go second place in the group. Remember, it is the top 3 teams that will automatically qualify for the EuroBasket. All roads began in February 2024 when the first window finally began. And indeed, that road will be a long journey to the 42nd edition of the 2025 FIBA EuroBasket that will be hosted in Cyprus, Finland, Poland, and Latvia between the 27th of August to the 14th of September. Well, this Great Britain team, of course, really came into their own towards the end of the first half at the Copper Box. And what a phenomenal performance it was by the squad. Well, you got to give credit to the likes of Gabe Olasheni, who of course did have 16 points. Young Quinn Ellis chipped in 15, and Akwasi Yaboa going 4 for 7 from the perimeter. A phenomenal shooting night from the man who's just recently signed for the Trapani Sharks in Italy. Well, now we will get set to introduce the key players, for the Greek national team. Well, we are currently here in the PAOK Sports Arena, the home of the mighty PAOK. Many of these players, of course, have played in this city, but not for PAOK. So we'll be interested to see what kind of reception they'll get. But tonight, it's all about the national team. Then you can see Yanulis Larantzakis coming into the lineup, of course, along with his teammate Lutsis. Well, the additions of Costa Papanikolaou means that Vasilis Spanoulis knows for sure that Great Britain are going to be a danger. There's Toliopoulos, once a player who did play in this arena for the mighty PAOK, but now does play for their rivals just across the road. Well, Papanikolaou, one of the great names in Greek basketball, did feature for Greece when Great Britain met them at the 2022 FIBA EuroBasket. Only 10 points in that game. But tonight he's going to have to be heavily depended on. Well, no Katayanidis, the man who does play for Peristeri, not featuring here this evening. But this Greek national team, coached by the great Vasilis Spanoulis. Because what a player he was back in his day. Had a great season last year with Peristeri, getting them to the Final Four of the Basketball Champions League. But now it's about getting Greece to the EuroBasket. Well, now, basketball fans, it's only right we pay our respect and homage as we stand for the national anthems. The respect and admiration from these Greek fans for both the British national anthem and their own as Vasilis Spanoulis shake hands with Mark Studel. Of course, we are now moments away from tip-off. Well, now it's time indeed for us to introduce four actually, important people for tonight's game, and those are our 3 referees and our 1 commissioner. Well, here at FIBA, we're very proud to say we have 3 of the very finest referees for tonight's game who've done an excellent job in all of our competitions. There they are, Manuel Matsoni, Ventislav Velikov, and Sinisa Pitba coming from Serbia, Bulgaria, and Italy. Our commissioner tonight is the great Merab Ratishvili. Again, huge homage and respect paid to the 3 referees and our commissioner, but now we will take a look at the key players in our starting lineups for tonight's game, and I imagine we are going to begin with our visitors, Great Britain. Great Britain, as we mentioned, did meet Greece in the 2022 FIBA EuroBasket. Remember, they also met each other in the FIBA World Cup qualifiers as well, in which GB did get the opening win at the Virtu Arena in Newcastle in the opening window. And unfortunately, did lose on the road in Greece. Well, there's Noah Horchler. Now, Noah Horchler has actually played in this arena quite a few times and also in the Thessaloniki derby. So he knows all about this atmosphere. Papanikolaou, one of the key names, and there's Gabe Olesheni, the big man, now playing his basketball in Turkey. As now we will glance at the starting 5s here for Great Britain. Well, Mark Studel is probably going to demand the same energy and intensity from these Great Britain players. I mean, it was a great job to win at home, but it's going to be a tough task to try and win here on the road in Thessaloniki. Imagine for sure that Gabe Olesheni is going to be a player to look out for. And there is head coach Mark Studel, currently head coach of the Newcastle Eagles in the Super League Basketball in Great Britain. After quite a good season so far. His counterpart, a man back in 2006 who represented the Greek national team at the 2006 FIBA Basketball World Cup in Japan. We'll get onto that accolade very shortly as we just look at the starting 5s. Well, Lutz is another key player. They need him to have a good night from the 3-point line. Greece, one of those teams, they predicate everything on the defensive end. They like to get in your face right from the beginning. But the one thing they're going to have to deal with is the size and physicality and the energy of Great Britain. I mean, when you got players such as Akwazi Yeboah, who is a sniper from the perimeter, as mentioned, had 4 3-pointers at the copper box in Great Britain's win. But they're also going to have to figure out how to handle Gabe Olesheni. Well, Quinn Ellis, the new talk of the European landscape right now for his phenomenal performance. And no doubt the Greek players will have something to do about that. Well, Ellis, Olesheni, Noah Horchler, Miles Hessen currently playing his pro basketball for Fuerza Regina, Mexico, and Carl Wheatle will make the starting 5 tonight here for Mark Studel. As mentioned, Noah Horchler knows all about this arena. He's played in the Thessaloniki derby, but tonight he doesn't have to worry about the PAOK fans. It's going to be the Greek fans here to cheer on their national team. We'll be interested to see who Vasilis Spanoulis comes out with tonight. Well, Papanikolaou along with Laren Zakis, the big names coming in. And Mitchell Long along with Hukas and Vangelis Zougaris. Lentos Leave Kalazikis coming off the bench along with Toliopoulos.
Rebound, get to our tempo as early as we can, okay? Be aware that first play, usually the Spanish get goal. Our first play, we're in fist up, okay? Fist up.
Well, our official sponsor, Tissot Countdown to Tip-Off, is underway. We're now 1 minute from getting this show on the road. Mark Studel just giving some final instructions. You heard them talking about the Spanish pick and roll, and it will be interesting to see how Great Britain defend this. Of course, Vasilis Spanoulis, as mentioned, one of the legendary names, not only in Greek basketball, but world basketball for that matter. It was in 2006. He was a part of that Greek team that defeated LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Chris Bosh, Chris Paul in Japan in the semifinals of the 2006 FIBA Basketball World Cup. Greece's history for the FIBA EuroBasket, it goes back to 1987. The great Nikos Gallis. Of course, a man now who's done a magnificent job when he took over temporary as the head coach during the 2021 FIBA EuroBasket qualifiers, getting Great Britain qualified, now taking over as head coach. Well, they say the Greek basketball revolution began in 1987 when he was probably just a teenager. Nikos Gallis, Papagiannakis won the FIBA EuroBasket. But go back in history, the first time Great Britain and Greece ever met in an international matchup was in 1984. And to everybody's surprise, it was Great Britain who won. They won that game 106-104. Of course, Nikos Gallis, Fasoulis were playing for Greece, but some key names for Great Britain. The great Tony Balogun, John Johnson, Pete Jeremic, and Juan Paul Stimpson all played in that matchup. Well, now we will just have a moment of silence.
Thank you.
Well, the moment of silence goes in honor of the late, great Yorgos Valavanides, who passed away recently, the head of the development of PAOK Basketball's academies for many years. Gone, but never forgotten. Our thoughts and prayers go to the great Yorgos Valavanides. Well, basketball fans, this is the FIBA EuroBasket Qualifiers, a rematch between Greece and Great Britain. We're live on courtside 1891. Let's get this one underway. Well, it will be Greece who get the first possession. Mitchell Long now playing the point guard role for Greece. Papanikolaou trying to go down the middle, got it by Horchler. Goes all the way, gets rejected. But Greece keep this one alive, and a foul's going to be called against Gabe Olasheni. So now Vangelis Zougaris will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Great defense by Horchler, but that's the thing about Greece. They're relentless. They will continue to go for second chance points all night long. It's now Vangelis Zougaris currently at the charity stripe here for the Greeks. Makes them both. Well, now you're going to see the full court pressure coming from the Greek backcourt as Mitchell Long matching up here with the young 21-year-old. Horchler finding Carl Weasel on the handoff. I think a foul's going to be pulled off the ball, I believe. I'm not sure if they pulled this one on. I think that may be, I'm not sure if it's on Larentzakis or, but he seems unconcerned. Larentzakis is a member of that that Ike Athens team that did win the FIBA Basketball Champions League back in 2018, coached by the great Dragan Shakota. Essen comes up a curl screen now, can't get this. Greece comes up with a rebound. Greece has so many options here in the backcourt. Larentzakis calling for that ball screen. Finds Mitchell Long. Makes a penetration, there's a kick out, finds Papanikolaou in the corner, three's up, no good. But another offensive one, it's gonna go out of bounds. Well, that is gonna be the key testament tonight for Great Britain's defense, preventing Greece from getting many second chance points. And now the Greek fans here in the PAOK Arena trying to make their voices heard. Weasel getting a handoff, finds Ellis. Now Hessen looking for an opening, goes in, wraparound layup, can't get it. But GB come up with a second chance. Well, physical play, nothing dropping, but Horchler, well, it didn't hit the rim. They're gonna turn this one over. Now Greece have numbers. Finds Larentzakis, 3 in transition, it's up, no good. As Horchler tries to push this one himself. Horchler goes in, teardrop, doesn't touch anything. Just see trying to shake a nice pass, but it's intercepted by Quinn Ellis. Just a little overzealous on that play. But you can see Greece trying to push this one quickly. Great Britain still looking for that first field goal. Ellis finds Weedle. Goes down the middle, slips over as Greece look to counterattack. They have the numbers. Finds Mitchell Long. Is going to finish this one, and an early lead for the Greeks. Well, that is just how efficient this national team can be, converting turnovers into transition buckets, and another Great Britain turnover. Can the Greeks capitalize? Larentzakis patiently calling for that ball screen. Now goes down low. Well, he misses last three. He's going to take another one. Again, hits the front iron. Well, that's the thing about these Greek players. You see them play for their club teams in the Greek Basketball League, or previously for this national team. They will light it up for the perimeter. And he's a top three-point shooter, Giannulis Larentzakis. There's another look at the transition play by Mitchell Long. The dime coming from Papanikolaou. Almost 3 minutes played. Great Britain still scoreless. Finds Horchler. This is what he does best. Three is up, and again, way off the mark. Well, again, they're just finding it tough at the moment to break down this physical Greek defense. It's Papanikolaou, defended by Miles Hessen. Nice dump down, finds it, goes in, and again, no problem. Well, that is just efficient play. The time coming from Papanikolaou. Getting good action of the atmosphere, that's for sure. Oh, another interception. It's becoming a calamity here on offense. As Ellis is able to force a turnover, but look at that. Two Greek players diving on the floor, but they throw it away. They allow play to continue. Weedle passes up, finds Hessen, and finally gets the first 2 points of the game. Well, you definitely feel the physical tempo from both these two teams. Both Great Britain and Greece eager to prove a point here tonight. Netherlands, remember, winning at home against Czechia, which is definitely making this Group F very interesting. As Weedle just puts his hand to Kukic at the right time. Nice pass by Ellis. As Olasheni's able to keep that one under control. Well, they almost traveled with that one, but he just did enough to avoid getting called for the violation. And just listen to the Greek fans. The chants of Ellis, which translates into Greece in Greek. Mitchell Long, nice hesitation, bumps, goes in, nice finish. Well, he becomes one of the toughest backcourt players to defend. Yeah, just have a slight delay in game. Our official just having a word with, oh, look at that. Just initiates the contact at the right time and is able to find separation. A little kiss off the bank. Going down low to Olasheni, good hands. Kicks out a Weedle. Now Ellis. Probably should have pulled up from the free throw line. Now Weedle pump fakes, and that's going to be a traveling violation. No, 3-second violation. Excuse me. Yeah, exactly. Wow, I think he echoed my thoughts. Well, at this stage, at this level, you cannot give up free opportunities. If you get a wide open look, you got to take it. You know Greece will. As they currently lead by 2 possessions. Mitchell Long still forcing the issue with those ball screens. Now penetrates. Nowhere to go. Time winding down. That's a bit of a tough one. That's going to be a 24-second violation. Well, that's the energy that Mark Studel will demand from his players this evening. Zougadis. Kind of just panicked there at the last moment, but even Mitchell Long probably should have thought about going for something himself. Oh, another turnover. Well, right now, Greece just making everything difficult here for Great Britain's offense. Hands in the passing lanes, making the post entries difficult. And now a man who once called this arena home back in 2021-22. Well, excuse me, no, that's Toliopoulos Moraitis checking into the game here for Greece. And Moraitis plays his basketball in the capital city, the mighty Panathinaikos. It's Patrick Whelan of the Caledonia Gladiators subbing into the game for the first time. Now he is going to be one of their key three-point shooters in this game. Papanikolaou goes in, little Euro step, shimmies, gets the ab one. Well, Kostas is going to the free throw line. He's going to try to make this a 7-point ball game. We got to love the move here from Papanikolaou. What a play. Well, Papanikolaou actually began his career here in Thessaloniki. He's actually originally from Trikala, Greece. It started with the rivals of Palkata. He converts a three-point play. Well, he spent some time playing in the Spanish ACB, briefly played in the NBA for the Houston Rockets. He's definitely one of the top Greek players today. 7-point lead currently to Greece, looking to avenge the defeat in the copper box. Well, Rito making a tough pass. Gabriel Olesheni hadn't cemented position. Now they go to Olesheni. There's the seal-off. Goes in. Bit of contact. Simply unstoppable by the former London Lion. Again, returning to play in Turkey. He spent the bulk of his career playing for Darüşşafaka. Coming off one screen. Bit of contact. No foul call, but another offensive rebound. Now, I don't know who got a hand to that one. I don't think he knows. Well, it may have well been Zugris. Now they go back to Olesheni. There's the post-up, goes in. Well, this is what you have to love about Gabe Olesheni. I've said this for many years. When talking about a back-to-the-basket traditional post player, he is the foundations of one of the best in Europe because he plays such a simple game. He'll see you off in the double block. He'll demand the ball. Oh, maybe there's a bit of ball there, but look at this. Wow, I think they're both shooting at the points. Now Olesheni at the free throw line, looking to make this a 3-point play to cut it down to a 6-point ball game. Well, excuse me, we're gonna have another one actually. Makes them both. Cuts it down to a 5-point ball game. Well, what a phenomenal coaching career Mark Studel has had. Started with Team Northumbria in the second tier of professional basketball in the United Kingdom. He's now moving with the most historic team in all of British basketball, the Newcastle Eagles. Now we just have a slight delay in game due to a technical issue. The thing about Mark Studel, he's already coached this team to one victory against Greece. As mentioned, that was in the first window of the 2023 FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers. That was in Newcastle the year before he became their head coach. But where he really made a name for himself is when he took over as the temporary head coach during the EuroBasket qualifiers. Big victory against Germany, and then the wins against Montenegro, and then again against Germany, and obviously the most historic win was indeed against France, but by that time both teams had already qualified for the EuroBasket. With Drupal Bello and Dan Atkin, no doubt we're going to see them at some point in this game as Vasilis Spanoulis just has a few words with his players. Well, the atmosphere here in the Paukar Arena, the home of the mighty Pauk. And here are some replays from the beginning of the game. Mitchell Long getting that layup in transition. But look at Kyle Weedle. That time finding Miles Hessen. Hessen coming off the back of a few years playing in the Japanese B-League. But now finds himself in Central America playing for Fuerza Regea, one of the top teams in Mexico. There's Mitchell Long again initiating the contact and just finding his touch off the backboard. Look at the Euro step, the ad one made by Kostas Papanikolaou. Well, we do apologize to everybody watching live on Courtside 1891. It's just a minor technical issue that we are facing. Wow, there is Lazarus Papadopoulos and Themos Nikoutis. Well, those two You saw their courtside were teammates with head coach Vasilis Spanoulis when they defeated the United States in 2006. Well, of course, if you ever go back to the game, watch it on FIBA's YouTube. Lazarus Papadopoulos, the big fella, went to work. There he is. And oh my goodness, Diamantidis is in the house. Wow, the house of Greek legends. Diamantidis, the man who won the FIBA EuroBasket in 2005. And of course, Borousis. Well, who else is in the building? If you love your European basketball, those guys are legends. Diamantidis, a.k.a. Spider-Man, one of the greatest point guards, top 10 arguably in the history of European basketball. Of course, Dimos Nikudis, the other player, he came into the game in the third quarter against the United States in 2006, and he was more or less the one that sealed the victory for Greece against the USA. Go back, watch it on FIBA's YouTube, one of the greatest games in the history of basketball. Nice penetration, goes in, like misses a wide open layup. Now here comes Great Britain. Zykis just committing the reach-in foul to prevent any quick basket from Great Britain, because he has a twin brother. I'm not going to get into it who has the better career, but they both are very outstanding players. Zykis spent his development years playing in Athens. He'll spend a bit of time playing in Lithuania as well before coming back to play here in Greece. Now Great Britain going back down low to Olasheni. But heavy defense coming again. You can see didn't even need a double team. Greece leading by 5 points. Well, Moraitis dribbling into traffic. Now they turn it over, and here comes Hessen. Papa Nicolau looks like he's going in for the block, but Miles Hessen finishing under intense pressure. Cutting it down to a 3-point ball game. But right now, Greece needs to settle into their half court. No need to rush anything. Executing that Spanish pick and roll, the stack screen. Now Zykis down the middle, goes in. Tough move, but somehow, some way, he's able to finish this one. Giving Greece a 5-point lead, and I think Spanoulis is asking the question, should he have gone to the free throw line? Hessen down the middle. Box goes up, nice block. And here comes Greece. Nicolau kicks out. Well, Toliopoulos is unable to hit this. We can just see how quickly the Greeks like to play. Olasheni goes in. Another foul has been committed. This one's against Vasilios Toliopoulos. Well, the young Greek fans watching on. Look at the block here. Not in my house, he said. Get out of here. That's a good foul by Toliopoulos. No easy buckets. That's the old saying. Now Gabe Olasheni at the free throw line. Well, what an outstanding basketball player this man's turned out to be. Of course, great years playing at the University of Iowa, beginning his pro career in the Easy Credit Bundesliga with Broge Bamberg. Spent some time playing in Italy, France, Spanish ACB, but seems to really like Turkey. Bursaspor, Büyükçekmece, Darüşşafaka, and now back with Bursa. Unable to hit the second one, but it's a 4-point ball game. Moraitis finds a wide open Kalazakis, but he turns it over. Well, good passing. Quinn Ellis wide open, three is up, beautifully tucked away, and that cuts it down to a 1-point ball game. We can see this Great Britain team. Now Moraitis goes at a different speed. That's good closeout defense by Patrick Whelan. Toliopoulos, here we go. Wow, almost connected with it. But it's gonna be a foul, so 2 free throws coming up for the Greeks. Well, you just see the difference. As soon as that ball screen was set, Toliopoulos just does enough to draw the defense away. Well, there's a 3-pointer by Quinn Ellis. I think the Greek fans like that one. No, basket interference. My apologies, I'm incorrect. So the 2 points will count for Greece. Nice pass up again. They fumble this one. And now here comes Greece, leading by 3. Papanikolaou dishes it off now. That's going to be a turnover. We like the tempo. Just so physical. And what you don't want to do is infuriate that man. He's a very, very passionate, intense coach. Very much how he was as a player. Unless anybody knows what it's like to play under pressure. Ellis goes in, another hard foul. We'll have to see the replay of that one. Foul is on Dimitrios Moraitis. Well, the thing is, does he get all ball? Possibly, but he does swipe through. I mean, I think it's a good call. It's now Quinn Ellis. Tries to try and chip down the deficit. Well, young Quinn Ellis started his professional career playing in Italy, where he played with Orlandina. So then went on to play for Casale and then Dolomiti Energia Trentino. And now he is currently playing, but he's unable to hit the second one. 15 seconds difference between game and shot clock. Remember, fourth game, excuse me, in the FIBA EuroBasket qualifiers. Toliopoulos heavily defended. Moraitis almost loses balance. Still gets a shot up, but it's not going to go. And now Great Britain looking to get the final possession, trailing by 2 points. Now Ellis for a ghost screen here from Adamu. This is a pump fake. Well, again, he had Carl Wheatle wide open at the free throw line extended, but tried to go to Dan Atkin. So with 2.1 left, at least we'll get this back in the full court. It's now Jelani Watson-Gale checks into the game. Mark Studel making that change to 2.1. Oh, they're gonna throw this one up in the half court. Almost got it. Wow. That would have been something special, but basketball fans, at the end of the first quarter, Greece lead this one by 2 points. A rematch from when these two teams met 3 nights ago at the Copper Box in London. Great Britain winning that game by 1 point, and at the moment, Mark Studel's players just trailing by 2 points. We're going to take a look at some of the key statistics, and then we'll run back at some of the key highlights from the first quarter. Well, no three-pointers coming from the Greeks. They do have 7 field goals from within the rainbow. Great Britain getting to the free throw line a little bit better. And that is as it stands here at the end of the first. Well, now it's time indeed for us to go back and relive the best moments of the first quarter. We're live here in Thessaloniki. Well, the game culminated in London with a 1-point victory for London. But right now you can see the Greeks showing a lot of tenacity, aggression, and hunger on defense, trying to make everything very tough for Great Britain. Vangelis Zougaris getting those 2 points, but look how Great Britain are able to play the high tempo as well. That's the thing about Gabe Olasheni, a big man who will run the floor. Well, so far, Mitchell Long chipping in some good minutes here in the backcourt for the Greeks. That time taking the penetration in against Miles Hessen. And it was Papanikolaou with the Euro step, and he got the and one. But here's been the Great Britain game plan. Find Gabe Olasheni at the double block. Let him go to work. The experience of Miles Hessen, who only a couple of days ago flew in from Central America. Nice play by Kalazikis. Well, basketball fans watching live on Courtside 1891, use that QR code and download Courtside 1891 on your smartphone, tablet, or Android to get the best streams, schedules, and scores. Use that QR code and download Courtside 1891, the home of FIBA International Basketball. And while you're at it, make sure you download the official FIBA EuroBasket app on your smartphone as well. Again, just so you can get all the best news, stats, and highlights that matter to you most. Download the app and follow your favorite national teams right from the qualifiers, where we're currently in the second window, right up until this summer, when we will indeed head to the 42nd edition of the greatest European basketball tournament of all time, the 2025 FIBA EuroBasket, that will be hosted in Cyprus, Finland, Poland, and Latvia. Great Britain commencing things here in the second quarter. It's Carl Wheatle having to play point guard, but we just have a slight issue with the shot clock because only 3 seconds have come off the game clock. Well, 5 have come off the shot clock, so we just need to sort that out really quickly before we can resume play. Well, looking for that handoff. Again, Kalazikis, suffocated defense. Here we go. Little Eurostep goes in, can't finish. Well, both Greek players went for the offensive rebound, and neither came up with it. Zadamu go for a quick 3 in transition. That's way off the mark. Well, they had the numbers. Not a bad shot by Jelani Watson-Gale. Unfortunately, was unable to convert. Greece at the moment just need to settle into a half-court set. As Kuzeluglu just setting the ball screen. Toliopoulos kicks out. There's another 3. Finally getting the first 3-pointer of the game for the Greeks. And it's deep in the corner. Extending that lead back to 5 points. Well, that 3 was immediately tucked away by Hukas. Has him playing power forward. The foul's going to be called against Toliopoulos. Well, the one thing, you gotta love this. It's what you have to appreciate about the Greek defense. It's in your face, it's intense. It's a 3-pointer by Hukas. But going back to Greece's defense, one thing they need to be cautious of, not picking up too many unnecessary fouls early on. 7 here on the shot clock. There you go, another foul, it's off the ball. So right now, the Greek players, they need to adapt to the officiating. So they've come out very aggressive, very hungry. Now they just need to tone it down a little bit. You can see they just want to force Great Britain into turnovers and get out on the races, but right there, I mean, that reach, you got to be careful. Hessen, contested 3 is up. Goes off the backboard, but that's not going to count. Now Larentzakis looking to push. Nice play down the middle. Hanks gets rejected. Well, Miles Hessen with a denial. Now GB, it's a 4-on-3. Well, an unsportsmanlike foul, and Greece at the moment showing no composure on the defense. And Toliopoulos, have a look at the replay here. Yeah, that's a good call. Unfortunately, you cannot do that. And it's a shame because they're going to need Toliopoulos tonight. They've got to play with composure. Well, here was the denial. Miles Hessen just said, not in your house. So Carl Wheatle currently at the free throw line. Another man who's had a magnificent career playing in the Italian Professional League. Now Great Britain will get it back, still trailing by 3 points. Well, he'll be relatively pleased. It's always tough to come on the road after having a great victory at home against the same team. Well, Dan Atkin. Hessen got it by Kalazakis, goes in now. I think they pulled a travel in violation. That's another good call by the official. I think with a player like Miles Hessen, got it by, respectfully, the younger, slightly smaller Kalazikis. You're probably better off going for a back-to-the-basket post-up, but we'll see how things prevail here in this game. 2 minutes played now here in the second quarter. Larentzakis goes in, little teardrop. That's way off the mark. And the jump ball's gonna be called. You gotta appreciate the fight from Jonas Kuzeluglu. That's gonna go back to Greece. And big Jonas. Well, you wonder why these Greek players defensively so fiery, so passionate, because they're coached by that man, a man who demands nothing but 110%. Oh my Lord, now they're gonna call Hukas with a foul. Well, I'd have to see the replay of this one. Let's have a look here. Well, it's a 50-50, but you can understand why they've called this against Hukas. But had they called it either way, you could understand. Both players got tangled up. Greece already in team fouls. Can Great Britain take advantage of this one? Guido pulls up for 15. Still can't get it. Rebound secured. Greece still holding on to the lead. Long penetrates in, looking to kick out. Goes for a three. That's got to be a push in the back, surely. Yep. Well, Dan Atkin can argue with that one only once, but you can see that clear as daylight. Well, that's the intelligent thing you saw there coming from Jonas Kuzeloglu, is that he cemented position on the box out. So by the time he went up for the rebound, it was inevitable that it was going to be called for a push in the back. Quickly off the inbound play, and again, neatly tucked away as Greece extended back to a 5-point lead. 2 possessions potentially that separates these two teams. Lucas now with 5 points. It's Quinn Ellis back in the lineup for Great Britain. 7. Well, now that's going to be an offensive foul, and that was clear as daylight. Larenzakis matched up. Let's have a look at the replay. Watch Larenzakis. That's a foul, no argument. I'm not arguing that one bit. It's the right call. Does Larenzakis run into it and sell it? Maybe, but it's definitely the right decision. Well, Yanulis Larenzakis mentioned a man who won the FIBA Basketball Champions League back in 2018 with the mighty Ike Athens. His teammates such as Salopoulos, who was a teammate with his head coach Spanoulis back in 2006. The great Dusan Shakota. Larenzakis going for a deep 3, way off the mark. Horschler gets a rebound. Great Britain trailing by 5 points. Ellis in around the defense, finds Atkin, throws it down with 2 hands. Well, what a sublime prime time coming from Quinn Ellis. Dan Atkin wide open underneath the basket. Well, look at this. Simple pass, and Atkin goes with a simple dunk. Timeout called by Vasilis Spanoulis. His team currently lead by 3 points. We're here in the second quarter of the 2025 FIBA EuroBasket Qualifiers. Well, we are going to go down to the Greek bench to hear what Kill Bill, his name when he was a great player back in the day, has to say. Let's listen to what he has to say.
One here. 5 to 4. Here is Larry. Here's Larry. And here's Kalanzak shot. You make screen and you go opposite. Elbow strong, okay? Dan, screen, turn Miles out. Pitch, go this way. Noah, close, okay? Mark, pin down here. We got Paul and Miles on this side, spacing. Look, they're pulling in so much. See if we get some backcuts, okay? Hey, let's go. All world, let's go.
Well, to all of our fans watching live here at Courtside 1891, make sure you download the official FIBA EuroBasket app on your smartphone, tablet, or Android to get all the best news, stats, and highlights that matter to you most. Remember, use the FIBA EuroBasket app to follow the journey of your favorite national teams right here from the second window of the qualification system up until the 42nd edition of the 2025 FIBA EuroBasket. Greece holding on to a 3-point lead. It's been too long. Trying to go down low. Well, it's either going to be a foul or travel, but they have called a traveling violation. Right now, the Greeks just being frustrated on the offensive end. What's the case of when the 3-point shots aren't dropping? You got to find other ways to score. Dan can go for a post-up. No fouls to give here for the Greeks. Finds Hessen wide open. 3 is up. Ties the game up at 22 apiece. Just under 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. It's Great Britain finding that rhythm possession by possession. Hessen now with 7 points. Kalazikis down the middle. Nice move. He's unable to finish, and now Great Britain looking to take the lead. Well, great job by Quinn Ellis. Kicks out, finds Horchler, misses last three. He's unable to get this one. A great job by Larentzakis, preventing Hessen from getting the offensive board. And the Greeks retake the lead here. Well, Hessen reached. Michelon goes in. Can't get it. The tip in no good. Greece at the moment struggling to find buckets. Quinn Ellis hangs in the air. Get tough move going coast to coast. And now Great Britain have the lead. Right now, Greece just need some form of inspiration here in their offense. 6 points already here for Quinn Ellis. That's going to be a foul on the post-up. Well, Jonas Kuzeloglu, again, has got to try to make sure he gets his team in the penalty. That's the three-pointer from Miles Hessen. It's quite a journey for him to go right from beautiful sunny Mexico all the way back into, well, he's in beautiful Greece at the moment, but quite cold weather when they played 3 nights ago in the Copper Box in London. Larentzakis coming off one ball screen. Set by Evangelos Zougaris. But now time's winding down for Michelon. He's got to make a choice. Michelon down the middle. Well, you got to be careful. At the moment, Greece really struggling. And you kind of get the feeling if all of a sudden they make a big play or something, a wave of momentum will turn for them. Oh, Weedle just lost possession. Now Greece have numbers. Oh, what a time. Goes in, finishes. And that ties the game back up. It gets the crowd back into this one. Well, they turned over again. Greece looking to regain the lead. Quick three, Larentzakis, yeah, tres para Colo. Big time shot, and all of a sudden Greece going a 5-0 run. And Larentzakis tries to get the crowd into the game. Mark Studel calling timeout here for Great Britain. And this is what Greece do well. I said in the pregame, it all predicates with their defense. Once you turn it over, they are quick to convert it into some form of transition. The man who won the FIBA Basketball Champions League in 2018, leading by example. And now we're going to go down to the Great Britain bench and hear what Mark Studel has to say to his players. There you can see the statistics so far. Both teams with 2 3-point field goals each. But one thing, Greece probably haven't got to the free throw line enough here this evening. Great Britain so far 6 out of 8. Well, usually this home arena is home of the DK Thalos Aetos. Well, let's listen now to what Vasilis Spanoulis has to say. Well, again, you may have heard some beautiful language there, but the message right now you can definitely see, even though his team have gone on a 5-0 run, Coach Vasilis Spanoulis still demanding the perfection from his players. Remember, Greece have only won the FIBA EuroBasket twice in their history. Once in 1987, the Greek basketball revolution, led by the great Nikos Gallis and Papagiannakis. And of course, they did win it again in 2005, which we did see Diamantidas courtside and Lazarus Papadopoulos. They were both members of that team. That's a great game. Of course, if you go back to the game they played a couple of nights ago in the Copper Box, it almost looked like at the beginning of the second quarter that it was done and dusted. Greece had total control of that game. Kyle Weedle being put under heavy pressure. Not his natural position as a point guard. But Ellis, that's a 3rd consecutive turnover. And unfortunately, Papanikolaou turns it right back over. 2-on-1. Finds Olasheni, goes in, and now cuts it back down to a 1-point ball game. Nice pass coming from Patrick Whelan. Olasheni now up to 9 points. Because you have to remember, when FIBA went to the new qualification window system, it started with the 2019 FIBA World Cup qualifiers. And these two teams, they met on the first opening game. That was played in Leicester, which the game was won with a 3-pointer on the buzzer. Papanikolaou goes baseline. Under the basket, goes in, too tough. King Costas. Well, he is such a versatile player. One of the toughest players to defend in Europe. Ellis finds Weedle. Now Ellis hesitates, goes in a little teardrop, can't get it. Greece looking to extend their lead. Under 3 minutes. Well, that might, yeah, it's going to be a three-point attempt. Well, he pulled the Nikola Jokic mid-court. And in the end, he got it. Well, he didn't get the and one, but he's going to the free throw line. That's what I like to call a high basketball IQ. And he just read Patrick Whelan, knew that he was going to commit a foul to deliberately stop the transition. Unfortunately, doesn't make the free throw. Well, Mikhail Luxis currently at the free throw line here for Greece. Let's get the second one. Well, he's originally from Marousi, Athens. Because he started his pro career in green, now he plays in red. Actually, now he plays for Prometheus Patras. My apologies. He plays in black and orange. This has been phenomenal so far for Prometheus in the Basketball Champions League, especially in their opening game day winner against Rastaveshta. Fortunate find of Whelan, back to a 5-point deficit. Whelan left uncontested, fires a three, and he's able to tuck that one away. 2:30 to go as Greece still lead by 2 points. Lutzis, cross-court pass. Another three goes flying. This one's up. Oh, that's a good look. Well, it's going to be an offensive foul. Now, I do wonder if the officials may consider an upgrade here. It's only if it was considered to be an act of violence. That's disappointing for Great Britain. Oh, it's an L, but I think they're just going to keep this as a regular offensive foul. So I don't think there was any initiation or any belief or assumption that it was an act of violence. Have a look at the well, here's a look at the three-pointer from Kyle Weedle. Let's have a look here. That's a good call. It's offensive foul. Larentzakis. It's going to be a kickball violation, so fresh 14 on the shot clock for Greece and a baseline ball. Well, the Greek fans loving the occasion here in beautiful Thessaloniki at the PAOK Arena, the home of the mighty Dikephalos Aetos, the double-headed eagle. PAOK BC currently this year playing in the FIBA Europe Cup. Tough time in the corner, finds Kalazikis. Responding with a tria in the corner, Yatris. Because what a career he's had. Last season won the Greek Basketball League Championship in the finals against Olympiakos, playing for the Mighty Greens. The Greek Basketball League featuring some very top promising clubs. Now Whelan, nowhere to go at the moment. 5 here for Quinn Ellis. Ellis pulls off her tough contested three. It's way off the mark. And that's going to be it. Wow. Gable Lesheni and Yanulis Larentzakis just having a few words, but great job by Lutzis just stepping in and making sure tempers don't flare any further. And there's Kalazikis. Nothing but net from the corner. If you get a chance to meet both Gable Lesheni and Yanulis Larentzakis, they're both great players and they're both great guys as well. So right now, Larentzakis doesn't want to lose to Great Britain. And for that matter, he's never lost to Great Britain. He did play in that game in Leicester back in 2017 at the 2019 FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers, in which they did win. As Lesheni misses the first free throw. Makes the second one. 2-possession ball game with 1:32 to go here in the second quarter. Lesheni will go to the bench and take a breather. Lutzis finds Papanikolaou, goes down low. Nice little mismatch, converting the 2 points, and now it's a 6-point lead to the Greeks. It's nicely tucked away. That time, Just found the mismatch with Zugris in the low block. Ellis finds Weedle. Got it by Larentzakis. Made his last three. Tries to go off the backboard. It's way off the mark. Greece looking to further extend their momentum. Well, down low, wide open. Fish. Oh, Padakalo, please. Show me more. That's beautiful basketball. Oh, again, it just goes to show how efficiently the Greeks move the ball. And Zugris, right there, doesn't even bring it down. Nice dime coming from Yanulis Larentzakis. And now, indeed, it is an 8-point lead to Greece, as Great Britain called yet another timeout. Here's the mismatch. Well, Zugris, at the moment, stepping up the tempo here for the Greeks. Again, when you look back at this game, one thing that's going to stand out, indeed, has been the rebounds. Greece currently 16-13 in favor. They do have 4 more assists for that matter, and 5 more field goals, but it is Great Britain who is shooting 48% from the field thus far. And the stats don't mean a thing unless by the end of 40 minutes you come up with the victory. Remember, the other 2 teams in this group met this evening. And indeed, after defeating the Netherlands at home, Czechia went on the road and lost today by 7. Which means in the third window, anything is possible. Remember, top 3 teams will qualify for the FIBA EuroBasket. Really, Greece, just to win the head-to-head, all they'd have to do is win by 2. That's to say if they do get caught on the same record as Great Britain by the end of the third window. Ellis finding Whelan. No doubt he's been on the Greek scouting report as an ultimate shooter. Nice penetration by the Caledonian Gladiator. Not quite sure. Thessaloniki come to a game here at the Palk Arena. Try to come to the derby. It becomes very electric in here, that's for sure. One of the most infamous clubs in European basketball, where one great Peja Stojakovic once played his career. Six seconds difference, nice reverse. Mitchell Long goes in with a layup. Extends the lead back for Greece to 8 points. Great Britain looking for the final shot. Ellis now, still the ball in his hands. Final seconds. Got to make something. Whelan finds Horchler, gets a 3 off. That's not going to go. Well, at the end of the first half, it is indeed Greece who have an 8-point lead against Great Britain here in the 2025 FIBA EuroBasket Qualifiers. We're in the second window, 4th game for these 2 teams. As it stands, Great Britain picking up a second imperative victory only 3 nights ago against Greece back in London. But tonight, one of these two teams will go 2-2 and move into the second spot of this group as we edge closer to the 42nd edition of the FIBA EuroBasket. Well, we'll take a look at some of the key statistics from this game so far. Both teams 3 out of 10 for the perimeter, but Greece is mainly down to their transition buckets. They've been a lot more clinical on the fast break. That's also predicated from their defense. They know how to convert turnovers into transition points, but credit to Great Britain. The low play with Gabe Olasheni getting the ball to the big fella. They've got to the free throw line quite often tonight. While Greece leading rebounds and assists, the one thing Mark Studel's probably going to be wary of his players at halftime, they've got to prevent turning the ball over so much. While we look at the game's leading scorers so far, Gabe Olasheni, as expected, one of the best bigs in Europe, leading all scorers with 10 points. Kalazikis leading the way at the moment here for the Greeks, followed up by Zugris, and 7 points coming from Miles Hessen. Well, now we'll take a look at some of the key highlights from the first half momentarily. Well, Greece came into this game with a big plan, looking to avenge the defeat from only a few nights ago at the Copper Box, where they did have a 17-point lead. But this hungry Great Britain team rallied collectively, showing the synergy. And tonight they've shown some great passages as well, but they do find themselves down by 8 points. Well, young Quinn Ellis finding Dan Atkins with a two-handed rim rocker. And he's an exciting talent, and no doubt everybody's talking about Quinn Ellis. So far, as we mentioned, the 15 turnovers coming from Great Britain, but the three-pointer coming from Miles Hessen. There's no doubt he's had a few of those in Mexico this season. Well, Quinn Ellis taking that one coast to coast, showing no fear right at the experience. Yanulis Larentzakis. But there's Larentzakis. That was the 5-0 run, but Greece were able to regain the lead, which forced Great Britain to call timeout. And that just erupted the PAOK Arena into a voltage of extreme supportive electricity. And here again was a nice play by Patrick Whelan. Finding Gabe Olasheni on the fast break. Well, great job here by Kyle Weitzel, stepping up and hitting the wide open three-pointer. A man who's had to play a variety of roles for his national team, and Kalazikis, deep three in the corner. Well, he's the player who's made a big difference inside the paint. Vangelis Zugris. Again, Zugris getting the sweet dive from Larentzakis. Simple lob pass. Outside defense at that point. Wasn't able to recover, and a nice move again by Patrick Whelan. Well, basketball fans, that's halftime. We'll return in just under 12 minutes. This is the 2025 FIBA EuroBasket Qualifiers. We're live here in Thessaloniki, Greece versus Great Britain.
Education, health, justice. We sometimes take these simple things for granted. They're not common for all of us. We are all born on the same planet, but not with the same opportunities.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are one. We are all on the same team. Let's convince those who never thought they would do it that they can. We can. Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
6 seconds left during the shot clock. Greece has got to get something going. They totally spin it baseline. Go, oh, baby! Are you kidding me?
Mitolu with no regard. But Hanger had got himself out of the play. Offensive rebound. Helnassan with a dunk. Delicious.
Drops it inside for the easy two. They blow that. Great work on the offensive glass. Block. Got to stay with the play. Block. It's a block fest for Serbia. Just threw everything away.
And now they're really picking up pace and turning it on and twisting and turning and tormenting. Bretin Obasohan.
Branca has a lane to the basket. Oh, get that out of here! What a rejection from Papagiannis. Threw it into the seats.
And get a bucket here. Can't afford to turn it over, and then a quick layup and slam on the other end. Good execution, easy money.
Getting extended time. Nice pass. Oh, a block. Keely Jones just pinned it. This is a block.
Shot clock winding down. Has it knocked away. Albany now on the break. Bounce pass Poirier. Oh my goodness. The French wide awake. And their lead has ballooned in a game like this. Of course it's ballooned. Now it's an 11-point advantage.
Test so far, 48-43 in front.
Jai using his speed. Oh, it attacks the rim. And the one-handed hammer. What a jam that was.
Turkey have a shot to win it. Who do they trust? Biberovic mishandles, gonna take the lead away for the win! Tariq Biberovic rescues his country to get the win. They almost lost it. He stayed with it. Nothing but string.
That is unbelievable. These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
Give a lot of credit to Mark Studel, man who's done, well, first of all, use that QR code to download the official EuroBasket app. Use that app, download it on your smartphone, tablet, or Android to follow all the best news, highlights, and stats that matter to you most. Use that QR code and download the official EuroBasket app. Going back to Mark Studel, there's a man who really has worked his way up. As mentioned, back in 2012, he started with Team Northumbria in the second tier of professional basketball in the United Kingdom. Of course, took over as head coach of the Newcastle Eagles, the most successful British team in the history of British basketball back in 2022. Very well respected amongst his players, both club and international. Penalty foul's going to be called against Gianoulis Larentzakis. Well, Larentzakis knows he reached in. Miles has some will inbound this one. Trying to put the ball in the hands of Quinn Ellis, but now Carl Wheatle has to orchestrate the ball screen. Now we're under 10 here on the shot clock. Wheatle pulls up mid-range. That's a good look, but he's unable to connect. Oh, nice backdoor play, goes in, gets rejected. Well, Wheatle with the big-time block. And that's great recovery. But can Great Britain respond down the other? Oh my goodness! Hessen was about to take a body with him, but unfortunately, he didn't connect. Well, we've seen Miles Hessen do that plenty of times in his career, but that time just wasn't able to get the right bunnies on it. Shenny comes out for the aggressive show. That's a good closeout. But Papa Nicolau unable to secure the offensive rebound. That's good rotation defense by Great Britain. Oh, I think the whole crowd, even though Miles Hessen wasn't able to convert that dunk, well, now they find their voice. I was gonna say. Well, here's the post entry to Olasheni. Goes into the jump hook. Nobody going in for an offensive rebound. That's been the big difference. It's now Papa Nicolau. Now they get the switch on defense. Zugris now been matched up with Hessen. Magalis Zugris likes his physical back down play. Finds Larentzakis. No good on the three. But nobody running here with Carl Wheatle. Ellis looking to ISO. Turns this one over now. Lutzis comes up with it. Now they have numbers. Passes off, goes in, finishes the layup. And again, Greece converting turnovers into fast break points. 10-point lead currently here to the Greeks. Damu finds an opening. Nice penetration, nice finish. And that's what Great Britain need to do with their backcourt. Find those openings. Attack the bucket, make the defense collapse. At the moment, the Greeks very content to just wait for a missed shot or a turnover to get the ball down the other end. Zakis finds Papa Nicolau. Goes baseline, miss. Oh, wow. Have to see the replay of that one. Let's have a look here. Here's a turnover. Mikhail Lutzis, quick reaction, finding a wide open layup. That one was made by Nikos Hukas. So Papa Nicolau will go to the free throw line. Well, he's had his struggles here this evening, and that's one thing you have to credit Great Britain's defense down to. It's knowing Mark Studel and how he coaches his teams. If you ever watched the Newcastle Eagles play in the SLB in Great Britain, also a very intense team, but same can be said about Vasilis Spanoulis. Just look at how Peristeri performed last season in the Basketball Champions League. Finds Adamu. Almost throws that one away, but Unable to secure the interception by Vangelis Zougaris, so will be a baseline possession to Great Britain. Adamu just a split second late there trying to go for the pass. Maybe could have gone for a lob. But 8 seconds left here on the shot clock. Well, gets a deflection on it, goes out of bounds, and Greece will get this one back. Good defense. And this is what we talk about, the hunger. Young players watching. Whenever you have an off-ball screen set on you, you want to play at this level, you got to fight around it. That's exactly what Nikos Houkas did in that case. There's a penetration down the middle, no help side defense, but misses another layup. And Great Britain throw it away. Well, here comes Larentzakis. Go for three, the corner three is up. Yatis Efcharisto. Now it is a 13-point lead as Lutzis lights it up. And a timeout's going to be called by Great Britain. Again, it all comes down to a turnover. Larentzakis finds Lutzis. The Prometheus Patra sharpshooter, the sniper. Well, he's had some great games so far this season in the Basketball Champions League. We're going to go down and listen to what Mark Studel has to say to his players. They currently trail by 13. Use that QR code and download the official FIBA EuroBasket app. Download it on your smartphone, tablet, and Android.
I know sometimes you think I overtalk and I'm positive. We've got a fucking lifetime left. We've been here before, through everything, thick and thin. We're nowhere near ourselves now. Everything we
Well, you probably heard the colorful, beautiful language coming from Mark Studel, but the overall message to his players is he wants his players to play with a bit more intensity.
That's simple, okay? Miles inbound, Miles going for Gabe, be patient, wait.
Well, both coaches definitely fired up for the occasion, as they should be. I mean, guess what? Right now, you're in the qualifiers. You want to get to the EuroBasket. Greece have won it twice. Great Britain on 3 occasions. From 2009, 11, and 13, they finished in 13th place. For Greece, it's about maintaining history. For Great Britain, it's about making history. And with young players such as Quinn Ellis, the pathway is improving in Great Britain. That's better from Quinn Ellis, finding Adamu wide open. That's not a bad shot. That's a good offense. Ellis went for the aggressive penetration. They got a wide open look. Can't argue with those offenses. But now Greece looking to further extend. Some more pressure. Sweat Zougaris has been good tonight. Good defense from Molasheni. I think that's going to be a 3-second violation. And that's the hunger Mark Studel was trying to relay to his players in that timeout. Not only play with the aggression, but play with a bit of sense as well. Foul's going to be called against Lutzis. Only the second team foul against Greece here in the second half. Great Britain just need to find a bit more space here in their offense. Ellis, nice penetration, goes in. Simply unstoppable by young Quinn Ellis. And there's a reason everybody's talking about this young man. Showing no fear whatsoever, going right at the former NBA player, Papa Nicolau. And again, that was the message Mark Studel was trying to relay to his players in that timeout. Larentzakis coming off 2 screens, splits the defense, bumps in the lane, goes in. Tough finish by Gianoulis Larentzakis. Larentzakis just read the defense to perfection, found the opening. That's only his 5th point of the night. Ellis again attacks the defense, another kick out. Adamu steps back, misses last 3, but no problem on this one. Now both teams finding a bit of rhythm, but it's still a 10-point deficit. what you see from these young players of Great Britain. Zach has made one through tonight. Can't get this one. Ellis comes up with it. Going in again, hangs in the air, going coast to coast. Quinn Ellis right now is putting everybody on alert here in the international world of basketball. 10 points for the young fella. And my word, he's an exciting talent. Another three goes flying again, beautifully tucked away. And just when Great Britain makes something well, Lutzis comes in and fires down the other end. Hessen looking to attack. Bit of contact, draws a foul, he'll go to the free throw line. A great move by Miles Hessen. Here's the thing, Gabriel Lachetti came out for the switch, but at that point tried to recover, but Quinn Ellis, there was no communication on the bull screen. But great job here by Adamu. And again, with Papa Nikolaou's hand in his face, no problem. You like this little bit of contact and then shimmy through Eurostep by Larentzakis. And the Greek fans love it. Well, Miles Hessen's story is a phenomenal one. A late bloomer, didn't go to the NCAA, started his pro career with the Essex Pirates, a former team that now played, or did play in the now defunct British Basketball League. Then went to play for the Mersey Tigers, but played in the lower divisions in Germany before signing bigger contracts. But his biggest move is when he went to GDA Dijon in France. Atkins secures a rebound. GB down by 9. Greece trying to hold on to the lead. Now Whelan steps back. The sharpshooter from Caledonia. Well, the Gladiator now cuts it down to a 6-point ball game. And Vasilis Spanoulis is infuriated. Well, great run here from Great Britain. Whelan finding the separation again. Short of the round of 16, losing in the play-ins. So Leopoulos back in the lineup here for Greece. Trying to bring some stability to the half court. A wide open look underneath the basket, but good recovery defense by Dan Atkin. But again, not enough in the end. They try to rotate as best as they could, but perfection and brilliance find themselves back up by 8. Once again, dissecting the defense. Hessen penetrates, nice pass, goes in. Well, gets rejected. And Papa Nikolaou, I think he's had enough of people making shots in his face. Nice pass. Well, again, Whelan just gets the last touch. It goes out of bounds, and Dan Atkin felt he got fouled on the other end. .307 to go here in the third quarter. Wow, I think that was an illegal screen, maybe. maybe December's been called against Larentzakis. Game happens at such a high pace. We have to give a shout out to our 3 referees tonight who've done a magnificent job. Manuel Mazzoni, Ventislav Velikov, and Sinisa Pirpa. As Great Britain come up with a steal. Nice transition, pump face, gets rejected. Well, and now Quinn Ellis for 3. That's not going to go. The foul's going to be called on the ground. It's on Larentzakis. Well, as they say in Greek, Kalos Sirtate, welcome to the Greek block party. Larentzakis said, Spiti mu. This is my house. Get out of here. And the end, a foul has been called. Last team foul for the Greeks to give away. 2:48 to go here in the third quarter. Well, turns it over. Well, Greece will get this one back. And now the Greek fans here at the Park Arena exhibiting the wave. Well, that's unfortunate by Adamu. Greece looking to extend, going back to a double-digit lead. As Mitchell Long checking back into the game. So Leopoulos finds up a 3. That's not going to go. A big rebound ball. Damu's unable to secure, but Greece, well, Great Britain come up with it. Now Weedle goes in. Well, that's got to be a hard foul, surely. Well, this man was tackled mid-air almost. I'm not saying the attempt was malicious, but, well, 2 players went at it. Mitchell Long unfortunately mistimed that one. He does get the ball, but it's the follow through, and as the Greek fans give a pause and know that Carl Weedle's okay. That's the most important thing, but I think they're going to keep this as a regular foul. Weedle makes the first free throw. Well, he's been the game changer in my mind. Quinn Ellis, he's just given sort of that force in the backcourt that Great Britain's desperately needed. Without Tariq Phillip, without Luke Nelson, without really lacking that, dominant ball handler, if you like, the combo guard. Carl Weedle's going to leave the game. I'm not quite sure what's happened to him, but Miles Hassan looks like he's going to check back in. Well, hopefully Carl Weedle's okay. Again, that's the most important thing. 6-point lead to Greece, 2:20 left here in the third. Kalazikis calling for the ball screen. We have an ankle breaker. Now goes down the middle. Baseline, but put a little too much on that one. And another turnover. Papanikolaou. Well, those two usually are at each other. As the enemies of Athens, the eternal derby, well, the derby of eternal enemies. It's one of the best games you'll watch here in the Greek Basketball League, that's for sure. But tonight, they're brothers in action here. 6-point ball game. Greece still in the lead. Now it's coming off one screen, and they have a wide open look. Adamu almost fumbled it. That's a pump fake, but I think they're going to call a traveling violation. Oh, that's a tough one for sure. I mean, he did a good job to regain possession because he caught that at a very awkward angle. Let's have a look at the replay. Well, it's one of those. Sometimes they're called, sometimes they're not. But Greece now just trying to weather a storm. Trying to find that momentum back in their offense. Miscommunication. Mitchell Long left wide open, and he punishes the defense, extending the lead back to 9 points. But Dan Atkin gets caught in the seal-off. It's going to be a jump ball called. I believe the possession arrow. A great hustle by Mitchell Long. That was the wide open three. Well, the possession arrow went in favor of the Greeks, 111. So there isn't another jump ball. Great Britain will get the first possession of the fourth quarter. Toliopoulos left wide open. Foul's been committed. It should be on the ground. It's only going to be the third team foul against Great Britain. So baseline possession coming up here for Greece. They're struggling to get this one in bounds. They avoid the 5-second violation. Greece looking to extend. Lead this one by 9 points. 7 here on the shot clock. Good hands by Adamu. Now Great Britain can push this. Adamu looking to go all the way, and again finishing under intense pressure. Cuts it back down to 7 points. Now the key for this, if Great Britain gets another stop at 2 for 1, could be on the cards. 7 points to 9 for Adamu. Well, Greece have a mismatch inside the paint. Great Britain switched on the ball screen, but Papanikolaou goes for the three. It's going to be a push in the back against Ellis. And he had no other choice. Because unfortunately, when they set that ball screen, he ended up switching. And I think Spanos is saying to him, throw it down low to Jonas Kuzeloglu. Well, look at this move by Adamu. It's a nice explosive backcourt with both Quinn Ellis and Adamu here for Great Britain. We have 4 seconds difference between game and shot clock. Greece want to get one final bucket. Mitchell Long goes in. The follow-up still no good. And now Great Britain have time. Final seconds to get ahead. They find Akin. Akin goes up. Gets rejected again. Well, one more time. Greece defending the paint. And even in transition, Papanikolaou makes the effort. Well, Papanikolaou, please have mercy. Papanikolaou with the denial, made the effort. What a rejection. Well, that is the end of the third quarter. Greece holding on to a 7-point lead. Great Britain having some good moments there. They were down by as many as 13, but collectively they were able to rally together. We'll take a look at some of the key stats so far from the game. Both teams, again, the percentages have been good. Above 30, as I mentioned, from the three-point line, and both shooting above 50% from inside the rainbow. Well, let's look at the highlights from the third quarter, where Greece have a 7-point lead. Well, Mikhail Lutzis of Prometheus Patras forced the turnover, and in the end, finding Nikos Houkas running in transition. But look at Adamu. He likes to go to his left, and at that point, he becomes tough to contain. Well, we've seen that in the Basketball Champions League. Lutzis lighting it up, and even Quinn Ellis. Well, there's one infamous left-handed legend in the building, and he's sitting courtside. And no doubt he'll be very impressed with both Adamu and Quinn Ellis. Well, there was the deep three-pointer off the step back, but look at this play here. Well, they left uncontested, and they paid the price. Lutzis, 2 threes here in the third, but even Patrick Whelan repaying the favor. There's a dump down. I like that. Just the physicality. You have to appreciate Dan Atkin making the effort to recover. So far, the Greeks just having a block party here at the moment. Adamu going again to the bucket. Well, basketball fans watching live here at Courtside 1891, use that QR code and download Courtside 1891 on your smartphone, tablet, or Android to get the best streams, schedules, and scores. Courtside 1891, the home of FIBA International Basketball. Well, at the moment, it is the FIBA Continental Qualifiers, where teams all over the world will be competing to feature and qualify for their continental competitions this summer. We'll have the FIBA Asia Cup, AfroBasket, AmeriCup, and EuroBasket. Final 10 minutes. Great Britain winning at the Copper Box. And they pull another big win here tonight. Wheeling another step back, and he's fouled in the process. So that's going to be 3 big free throws coming up for Patrick Whelan. Well, great play. Very poor foul to give away, to say the least. Well, very unnecessary. Should have no arguments whatsoever. Patrick Whelan, as we mentioned, missing the first free throw, currently playing in the Super League basketball. The Caledonia Gladiators just really had a breakout season when he played for the Lesser Riders. Of course, after leaving the NCAA, he played in the 3rd division of Spanish basketball for Real Murcia. Also found himself playing in the Canadian CEBL for 2 summers, 22-23 for the Niagara River Lions. Last summer for the Ottawa Blackjacks. 2 out of 3, cutting it down to a 5-point ball game. Great Britain showing the resilience, showing that they belong here amongst the elite of European basketball. Foul's going to be called off the ball. Soliopoulos pulling that ball screen from Papanikolaou, defended by Miles Hessen. So now we have 7 here on the shot clock. Nowhere to go at the moment. Good defense by Hessen. Kalazikis under pressure. Mid-range is good. Well, I think Great Britain defended them as well as they could. But in the end, it was a tough shot by Kalazikis. 7 points. Jelani Watson-Gale under pressure. Whelan went to the free throw line for the last time. Now Jelani Watson-Gale, good look. 50-50, full in the hands of GB, and now Miles Hessen with 3. Got it! Big time 3-pointer. Cuts it down to a 4-point ball game. And again, coming on the road after defeating Greece only a few days ago at the Copper Box. Great Britain hanging in there now with some of the elite of European basketball. But can Greece hold on? Final seconds, Kalazikis crosses over. Now 1.7, that's going to be Greece ball on the sideline. And as we've seen with Greece, that's a 3-pointer again. The closeout by Papanikolaou. I think he's getting frustrated every time he closes out on a British 3-pointer. It goes in. It's nothing against him as a defender. It's just the way the momentum of this game is going. As Vanglis Zugris comes back into the game for Greece. Well, Kalazikis fades away, can't get it. And Great Britain come up with another rebound. Good patience for Quinn Ellis. Hessen made his last 3. Again, unable to hit that one. It's Mitchell Long, happy to slow down the tempo. Get something good here in the half court for the Greeks. It's that Spanish pick and roll sequence. There's the kick out. Kalazikis contested 3, no good. But the offensive rebound by Papanikolaou. Well, nobody put a body on him. And he just silently crept in there to get the offensive board. Oh, another turnover. Here comes Mitchell Long. Kalazikis down the middle, goes in, can't finish. And a wasted opportunity. And here comes Quinn Ellis. Whelan, corner, fires another one. Make that another 3-pointer. And Great Britain refusing to throw the towel in. It's only a 3-point ball game. What a game we have here in the 2025 FIBA EuroBasket qualifiers. Well, there was a misattempted transition. Quickly, Akin finds Quinn Ellis, and the unselfish play by the veteran Hessen finding the 3-point sniper. Caledonia Gladiators on the map at the moment. Their shooting guard stepping up big time for Great Britain. Well, no timeout's been called, and Greece need composure. They've got a few possessions without scoring. They've got to rediscover that form. The baseline penetration goes in, gets the ab one, and that's one way to respond. What a move by Gianoulis Larentzakis. Oh, love pass. Hesse just closes out a little too early. And Atkin unable. Well, in the end, it will be a three-point play coming up. Right now, Greece, they don't need superheroes. They just need to collectively rely on each other. Eight points tonight for Gianoulis Larentzakis. Zealous draws the second team foul against Greece. That one's going to be against Vanglis Zougadis. That's what you're going to love about the maturity of Quinn Ellis' game at only 21 years of age. Just how quickly he comes off the screen. He's able to initiate that contact to put the defenders under pressure. Well, you got to get it in bounds. He just makes himself available. Ellis coming off one screen. Guido pump fakes. Gets a shot off in time. Now, was he fouled? So Great Britain going to the free throw line again for 3 free throws. And this sometimes becomes the advantage and disadvantage of the Greek national team. They are so aggressive on defense. They'll close you out, they'll put hands in the pocket and they'll reach. But sometimes they commit the wrong fouls at the wrong time. It's hard to see from that angle. As Guido's unable to make the first free throw. Again, a game is close like this. Neither team wants to look back and think the outcome could have been different had they made all the free throws. He gets a second one, showing the composure. Two out of 3 for Carl Weitzel. 4-point lead still to Greece. And the Greek fans here at Thessaloniki at the PAOK Arena rallying behind their team. Larentzakis, too much time and space, doesn't get it. That's going to be a foul in the I don't know what's been called here, actually. Not sure if the official called foul, if he's called out of bounds. Kalazikis felt he was impeded when he secured possession. Have a look at the replay. There's the three-pointer by Larentzakis. Watch Kalazikis. We have a case there. Definitely not that part. It's before the box up, but both players going at each other. But Greece will keep possession, so the foul's on Great Britain. That's going to be a 2-point shot. Zealous unable to secure the rebound. Greece will get it back. Oh, inside the lane, way too easy. Papanikolaou restoring the 6-point cushion. Ellis again penetrates. Finds Whelan, tough pass. Now Weedle down the middle. Finds Olasheni. And again, the trademark jump hook by Gabe Olasheni. Greece just avoid the 5-second violation. Olasheni tonight, 12 points here for Great Britain. Well, again, intercepted, but Mitchell Long comes up with it, and another foul, and another and one. Well, it was great defense by Great Britain, but in the end, the luck of the ball just handing or falling into the hands of Mitchell Long. Well, that's a good job by Quinn Ellis, but it's unfortunate. But great job by Mitchell Long to come up with it. And he has a chance to make it a 7-point lead for Greece. Chris, if you ever remember a close game between these two teams, apart from the one we saw in the Copper Box, go back to 2018, the second time they met in the 2019 FIBA World Cup qualifiers in Crete. Baroussis was playing for Greece at that time, along with Dusan Shakots, and even Gianoulis Larentzakis was playing. And that game went right down to the wire. Both Hesse and Olasheni played in that one as well. 7 points. Finds Olasheni. Jump hook from the free throw line, but it rolls its way in and out. No jump ball, no foul called. Play continues. Oh, we're going to have an 8-second violation. Mitchu Long, too casual. And this is the little bit of luck that Great Britain needs to try and build momentum from. I don't know if my vision is correct, but I don't know if I saw a yellow and black flag in this arena. I'm quite sure that's the safest thing to do here in the Palk Arena, but right now it's all about the blue and white. Whelan got it by Kalazikis. Finds Ellis. Final seconds. Ellis has got to force this one up. 24-second violation. And just when they had a bit of luck from the 8-second violation, Great Britain failed to capitalize. Well, 5:12 to go here in the fourth quarter. Plenty of time left. Greece have one foul to give. It's Papanikolaou playing point forward here for the national team. Churon coming up a double screen. Still defended by Quinn Ellis. Kicks that one out. Pulls up from 15. Shot is up. And now all of a sudden, it is indeed a 9-point lead restored here for the Greeks. Now throws a tough pass over Olasheni. Good help side defense from Papanikolaou. And he's asking Vasilis Spanoulis to go for a head coach's challenge. And this will be interesting. Because at first glance, it looks like it definitely comes off of him, unless, I mean, he seems very adamant. I believe it has been called. Well, the head coach's challenge has been called, so 3 referees, Manuel Mazzoni, Ventislav Velikov, and Sinisa Pirpo will now have to review this. It's a very tough one to see. Let's have a look at the replay. Here's a lob pass by Adamu. Can't really tell from that angle. See if we get a better look from here. Well, it's tough. I mean, the momentum does come from Papanikolaou. Does Olasheni get a final touch? That's the question. Let's see if we get a better look from here. 50-50 in my mind. We're going to find out what our 3 officials are going to make of this one. This is a tough decision. I mean, definitely the momentum, as mentioned, is initiated from behind here from Kostas Papanikolaou. Well, we're going to find out. It's a successful head coach challenge, and yes, it is. Greece will get it back. Well, they've made that decision. Greece at the moment being led by Panagiotis Kalazakis and Kostas Papanikolaou with 11 points each. Matches Nazareth. Mitchell Longer leads 12. My apologies. Papanikolaou with the big time 3. And all of a sudden it's back to a 12-point lead as now Great Britain need to call timeout with 4:25 to go here in the fourth quarter. The legends of Greek basketball applaud on. Well, that time, Great Britain's defense just lost track of where Kostas Papanikolaou was. And he had way too much time and space on the 3-point shot. Still plenty of time left here in the game for Great Britain. Only down by 12 at 4:25, but they're going to have to go on a serious run. They don't have any fouls to give away. That's the issue. This team has definitely had to compete against a very good Great Britain team. I think Greece knew for sure that this wasn't going to be a walk in the park. Let's see if we can listen now to Coach Mark Studel.
In the front court, stops one and done down here every time. Let's go, let's go.
Because if you want to know where these two teams will be after this window, well, Greece will have to be on the road as they go against Czechia after beating them in the first window at home. And then their final game, they will play at home against the Netherlands. Well, for Great Britain, if you're eager to know who they'll play in the third and final window, which will take place in February 2025, they'll be on the road in a big one against the Netherlands. Remember, they did beat the Netherlands at home. In their final game, they will host Czechia. Greece have only one foul to give. Adamu's going to get called for another traveling violation. He just picked up the pivot step at the wrong time. Greece will get it back, leading by 12. Nicolau hitting that last three-pointer for the Greeks. Now goes off the dribble, picks up another one, doesn't get it. Adamu fights to keep it in, but Kalazikis comes up with it. The officials just making sure the shot clock, unfortunately, was supposed to be reset back to 14. Unfortunately, it was going back to 24, I believe. And they're taking 2 seconds off it as well. No, 4. So 10 here on the shot clock. Zykis getting the switch. Got it by Miles Hessen. Nicolau goes down low. Soft contested mid-range, but another 50-50 going to the Greeks. Great Britain trying everything at the moment. Now Mitchell Long finds Nicolau down the middle. Loses control of it, keeps it alive again. Are you kidding me? No, it's going to be a 24-second violation. Well, that would have been truly incredible. I'm not quite sure what Hukas is calling for, but he stumbles, fumbles, keeps it alive. Well, that's close. That is close. But they're not going to review. They're going to stick with the 24-second violation. Ellis finds Kyle Weedle. Got it by Nicolau. Down the middle, Olasheni was wide open, but they're gonna call an offensive foul. Good defense by Mitchell Long. We just saw the assistant coach of Greece. That is Ilias Kansouris. Last season, he was coaching Ike back in 2022-23. Almost got them to the Basketball Champions League Final Four. Now working as Vasilis Spanoula's assistant coach. Kalazikis, 3 is up, contested, and no problem from downtown. Well, now the fans feel like the momentum is definitely in their favor as they have a 15-point cushion. 14 points of Kalazikis. Ellis looking to attack. Finds Whelan. And that's going to be the 4th and final team foul against Greece. We have to remember, Great Britain without one of their best players, and that is Akwasi Yeboah. So no Tyreek Phillip, and no Luke Nelson. So even it goes to show with a team missing some key players, that they are still a very good team to compete with. And I think all you had to do was watch that game at the Copper Box. Well, Kalazikis, probably his night is over. Unless something drastic happens here. Essen now pulls up in the mid-range. Beautifully tucks that one away, cutting it down to 13 points. Over 2:15 left here in the 4th quarter. Cal Lutzis also back in the game for the Greeks. Well, there's that Spain sequence. Lutzis got it by Kyle Weitzel. Time winding down. goes baseline. Lose control of it now. Great Britain, if they go quickly, but they turn it right back over. Well, it was good defense by Carl Wheatle. I think Gabe Olasheni assumed that Wheatle was going to get that pass. Well, he got an ankle breaker. Lutzis, well, Larry Zakis for three, can't get it. Over 90 seconds. Cal Lutzis down the middle, goes in. Offensive rebound, no foul call, good defense. And anything Great Britain can salvage here. Ellis finds Whelan, he'll fire another one. It's not going to go. But Ellis wide open. Wilson finds Olasheni, surrounded by three Greek players. Nothing dropping here at the moment. Foul has been committed, so it will be Hukas going to the free throw line. Well, Mark Stewart can still be optimistic. That win at the Copper Box was big. But remember, the Netherlands also winning at home tonight against Czechia. And who knows who's going to qualify? It's going to have to be the final window in February to find out the three teams in this Group F that will make their way to the 2025 FIBA EuroBasket. From the Aklis Abdalas of Peristeri checking into the game. This is his teammates with Vangelis Zougaris, both players currently playing in the Basketball Champions League with Peristeri. Zougaris just missing the free throw. Only miss them both. Now under a minute to go. Ellis trying to go quickly. Bit of contact, no foul calls. Well, unfortunately for Great Britain, that might do it, but Ellis comes back up with it. Ellis trying to go all the way. Now it's a hard foul. It's got to be an unsportsmanlike foul. Quinn Ellis infuriated. Oh, Zougaris. Is there any need to go for that? We're up by 13. The game is more or less done and dusted. The right call has been made. Well, there's the first play. Well, I think we missed that part. Maybe that's what led to this, but still very well, that is very unnecessary. Let me tell you something about Zougaris. He's a hell of a player, a hell of a competitor. And unfortunately, that moment just got the best of him. That does not at all represent him as a professional. If you ever watch him play for Peristeri, I mean, he's as true as a professional as they come, but he's going to have to learn from this one. I think the officials have gone to review whether further action needs to be taken, but the most important thing that Quinn Ellis is okay. That was quite a hard foul. And you can totally understand Quinn Ellis' frustration. So our three referees are now going to go to the monitor. Will this be a disqualifying foul? They've already got it at an unsportsmanlike. The question is, will any further action be taken? It's just so unnecessary. It's dangerous. And I wouldn't be surprised in the end if Zougaris does get ejected, because if you saw the previous play, when Ellis went for the layup, he kind of, I don't know why, but he did tap Zougaris in the back. I don't know what that was all about, but you just don't do this. And as I mentioned, Vangelis Zougaris is a true professional. All you have to do is watch him play in the Greek Basketball League, but ejection. I think that's rightfully deserved as well. But he's going to have to learn from this one. Don't commit those fouls, especially when you're leading by 13. It's been a great game tonight, Greece. They've earned the victory, no doubt. It's a disqualifying foul in the end. Well, Quinn Ellis, as we mentioned, a very exciting young talent. Starting his pro career in Italy. Of course, with a player like him, you know the future's definitely going to be bright here for Great Britain basketball. 21 years of age, plays with so much maturity, so much confidence. He's not able to hit the second free throw. But remember, even though Great Britain are going to lose this game with 44 seconds left, down by 12. There's still hope and optimism in the final window for everybody. The Netherlands, Czechia, Greece, and Great Britain. It's going to be an exciting finish, and it's going to be live here on courtside 1891. That window will take place mid-February. Ellis down the middle, hangs in the air to get, showing a tough move. The timeout is going to be called. These two teams will talk it over with 37.2 seconds left. Greece leading by 10 points. I mean, it's hard to imagine, as young as he is, playing the way he is. He is a phenomenal talent, that's for sure. Well, we're live here at the PAOK Arena. Greece will finish this window with 1 defeat and 1 victory. Again, a big victory for Great Britain at home if you saw the game at the Copper Box. Well, again, looking at those percentages, you have to take into consideration Great Britain missing some key players tonight. Kwasi Yeboah unavailable due to injury. Even so, I mean, they took the lead a few times tonight. They competed against one of the most legendary, or a coach who was a legendary player, still relatively early in his coaching career, Vasilis Spanoulis. We've got some top players playing for some of the best teams in Europe. One more window will have to decide which 3 teams will be qualifying for the FIBA EuroBasket this summer. Sideline ball to Greece, 37.2 seconds left. Zakis finding Hukas. Goes down the key, kicks out. Another 3 goes flying, can't get it. Another offensive board. Zakis happy to slow this one down. Then he gets to the free throw line, but there's a little teardrop as Dan Atkin comes up with it. Great Britain trying to salvage anything here at the moment. Wade pulls up for another 3, and that's just a little too short as it goes out of bounds. Greece will get this back for the final 7.5. Well, basketball fans watching live here at courtside 1891, we thank you for joining us here. We're live at the PAOK Arena, but at the end of this one, it will be Greece who win this one 77-67 as Vasilis Spanoulis shakes hands with Mark Studel. Great Britain gave a hell of a performance and almost gave Greece a scare of defeating them twice in one window. But it will be the Greeks and the British who split 1-1 here in the second window of the EuroBasket qualifiers. Well, the home crowd definitely loving the occasion. And a great performance by young Quinn Ellis. Definitely was their top player this evening for Great Britain. Well, the Greeks indeed were led by 14 points from Panagiotis Kalazikis and Kostas Papanikolaou. But as mentioned, both teams above 30% from the three-point line, apart from Greece, above 50%. A solid performance. Greece winning the rebound count 37-30. And you look at the assists, 24-13. But Great Britain, 27 turnovers too many. Well, Miles Hessen, a great performance from the veteran, who's currently playing professional basketball for Fuerza Regea in Mexico. And young Quinn Ellis with 13, their most efficient player tonight. Well, the Greek fans can celebrate. And one more window will decide which 3 teams will go. Soliopoulos, who's worn both the black and white and the yellow and black here in this city of Thessaloniki. There's legendary Duncan Ogilvie, the legendary greats of British basketball. Well, a great win for Greece nonetheless. Well, we are going to take a look at the highlights very soon from this magnificent game. Remember, more games to come here in the FIBA Continental Qualifiers that stretch across the EuroBasket, AfroBasket, Asia Cup, and America Cup. So we're now in the second window. For some of the teams in the FIBA AfroBasket, it's their first window, and it's all live here on courtside 1891, the home of FIBA International Basketball. Again, this arena was once home to the great Peja Stojakovic when he played for the Dikephalos Aetos, the double-headed eagle of the mighty Paucara. Well, there was Kalazikis at the dying moments of the shot clock under intense pressure with the fadeaway. And Great Britain defended that as well as they could have. That's a tough shot. Just have to credit. That was the three-pointers that came in succession. 3 of those did come for Great Britain, where they almost crept back in and took the lead. Coming from Miles Heston and Patrick Whelan. There's the second one from Miles Heston. Great performance from the Great Britain veteran. The Kalazikis led the way tonight. The offensive board coming for Kostas Papanikolaou. Just an overall good performance tonight here from the Greek players. That was the unselfish passing, finding Jordan Whelan, or Patrick Whelan, excuse me. Jordan Whelan's his brother. Patrick Whelan wide open in the corner. Laren Zakis getting that and one when it was just a 2-point ball game. And that's how a player responds when his team is under pressure. But a case like that, it's unfortunate. It was good defense exhibited by both Quinn Ellis and Gable Eshedi. Mitchell Long just came up with a lucky drop right there. And in the end, got himself an and one. Well, let's not look at that replay. Long just had a great game tonight. Dissecting down the defense. Hukas making the 15-foot jump shot off the dribble. It was Kalazikis finding Papanikolaou, the dagger that put the back up by double digits. And that was a big momentum shifter. Well, that time you can't leave a player like Kostas wide open like that. Papanikolaou, he will punish you. Well, those two players, as mentioned, they compete in the Greek derby here in the Greek Basketball League. The derby of eternal enemies. And that time they found the connection for the greater good of the Greek national team. There's Kalazikis, another 3 in the corner. Well, he gave the assist to Papanikolaou last time. Papanikolaou repaid the favor. The experience of Miles Heston, as mentioned, top scorer tonight here for Great Britain. Young Quinn Ellis. My word, what a talent he's going to be in the future. Well, it is over indeed here at the PAOK Arena. There are your standings temporarily. Greece top of the table with a record of 3-1, followed up by Czechia and Great Britain. While the Netherlands slowly creeping their way back in with a victory tonight against Czechia at home. Well, basketball fans, indeed, it is all over here for this Group F in the second window of the 2025 FIBA EuroBasket Qualifiers. Remember, more games to cover the continental qualifiers that are taking place all across the globe at the moment. And it's live here on the home of FIBA International Basketball, courtside 1891. All these teams will meet again in the February window, but for now here from Greece, it's Kali Nikta. Goodbye, God bless. And thank you for joining us. Watch more games on Courtside 1891.